Hey fragrance fanatics and friends, welcome back. It's Benjamin here at the Centaur Fragrance Channel, showcasing a whole new fragrance for y'all and showcasing a whole new brand, just like how I like to do it here. I hope that you're smelling great. I know that you are. And let's jump into another fragrance. So this one is it doesn't even have a name. It's just numbered 14204. And this is from the house of Gavriel Perfumery. I was sent this one from the brand for review, but y'all know that I will have my integrity, and I do have it, and I will be 100% honest with y'all and transparent. So I'm not going to tell you that I got this for free at the end of the video, and I'm not going to hype it up or trick y'all or be overtly positive about it just because I got it for free. Actually, I'm going to be quite critical of this fragrance, and you'll see that throughout the video. Overall, what you're getting out of this fragrance and this smell is something I have it sprayed on my hand here, and I'll show you all this the sprayer again. This fragrance, let's go here, is it's a little bit appley sweet. There's a little bit of honey. I want to say there's some spice to it. Let me read you the notes real quick. Bergamot, orange, honey, apple, juniper, rosemary, pepper, leather, oak moss, patchouli, and musk. Yep. So there's a little bit of sweetness to this fragrance, some honey and some orange and some apple off the top. It smells quite nice, but has a little bit of almost like an apple cider type of vibe to it, which I find interesting. I haven't smelled a lot of fragrances because of that pepper and that apple and that honey coming through. It does have almost an spiced apple cider type of vibe, which I think is quite lovely. I do like the note of juniper and cypress and all those cactus and all those good things. Y'all know that I'm a big fan, so that's really nice. And rosemary, adding a little bit of herbal greenness with the oak moss. But overall, it's a very fresh, wearable fragrance. And leather kind of rounding out the fragrance, smoothing it out. And the patchouli and musk don't really make a big presence. And the dry down, you notice the musk. But the patchouli is just it's this molecule patchouli type of vibe. It doesn't really smell like patchouli, but it does add a little bit of richness to the woody aspect to this fragrance. So overall, it's a nice smell. It's somewhat enjoyable. It's somewhat likable. Honestly, my struggle with this fragrance, despite actually liking the smell, they both feel like Hugo Boss fragrances, which some people beat up on Hugo Boss, but a lot of them do Hugo Boss fragrances as well, just like these, do smell classy. A little bit linear if you do dig your nose into them. If you're deep into fragrances and you're very critical of fragrances, you might not think they're the most well composed or the most natural, but they do have an appeal to them. Overall, the fragrance I do think is quite nice. I do think it's really nice. I just wish that this was deeper and richer and heavier, or they could even have made it more fresh and more uplifting and more citrusy. To me, this fragrance feels like it's right in the middle, and it's not overtly fresh or citrusy. And it could have been a really great fragrance if it was, or it could have been a little bit more of maybe a fall winter fragrance, like I would probably prefer. Maybe more on the gourmand side, maybe a little bit richer, a lot more honey, maybe a lot more juniper, more leather, and more patchouli. So overall, it's definitely in the middle. It's a very light, wearable, versatile type of fragrance if you do like that classy, understated. And I think that this does come off as masculine. But ladies, of course, you can wear anything you want. You're not limited by me or anybody else out there in the world. You wear what you want, ladies and gents. Gents, if you want to wear ladies' fragrances, you go for it too. Do wear what you want and love what you got. Y'all know my saying. So anyways, it's a decent fragrance, but I'm just not crazy about it. I do have to be honest for y'all, and we'll talk about the price and the value, but performance-wise, also, this is one reason I wasn't exactly crazy about the fragrance. I got anywhere from 4 to 5 hours, which I can deal with a fragrance if it's 4 to 5 hours, and if it's really, really fresh and really, really happy, or just has some kind of special appeal to the fragrance. I can deal with a fragrance that's 4 or 5 hours. I really prefer 6 or 7 hours plus. If I can get 8 hours out of a fragrance, that's great. Usually, I'm not even the guy who likes beast mode. Most of the times, I don't even want a fragrance to last more than 8 or 9 hours. Most of the time. Fall, winter fragrances, that's a different story. But this fragrance, 5 hours is really about the most you can get out of it if you spray a bunch. Some people you might get a little bit less, close to 4 hours. So, and some people might get 6. I don't know. I'd like to see other people's opinions on this brand and what they think about the brand. But honestly, with the projection being about average, maybe slightly below average, and the sillage being about the same, I can't say that this fragrance really does anything special for me. These are supposed to be eau de parfum. Um, they really they feel like they're eau de parfum, but they don't really perform on me like an eau de parfum, which is strange. I do wish that there was a little bit more richness and something in the heart of the fragrance to really elevate these fragrances and really give these fragrances a real backbone, like people often do with jasmine and rose and maybe other types of notes. Really have a heart to these fragrances. These fragrances from this house feel like they could have more of a mid to them. Anyways, compliment factor wise, I didn't get a lot of compliments. I didn't get a lot of mentions. A lot of people thought it smelled good. They thought it smelled classy and refined and kind of like an understated gentlemanly smell, which is always a good thing. But they didn't really smell it unless I got close, fairly close to them. Which, if you want something for the office, this might be something that honestly might be really nice if you want something different, if you want to support a new brand, if you want something very inoffensive, but yet is a little bit more complex. It's a little bit more interesting. You might actually end up liking this fragrance. But for me, I have a lot of I'm deep in the fragrances just like a lot of y'all are. I have lots of fragrances, and for me to keep around a fragrance, it better do something special. It better have some pretty good performance, or it better smell amazing. And for me, this is just all right. It's not overtly exciting. It's not overtly interesting, and but it's I do see where he's coming from with this fragrance and why he created it. I think he had a good idea going on here. So my final thoughts with the price, these are 50 mils. If I remember right, double check the website. It'll be in the description below. These are 50 mils. I think they're about 60 odd dollars. Overall, they're a bit expensive for what you're getting. This is definitely in the niche territory of pricing or entry level niche. I don't know if I could justify the price, and for the performance and for how these don't really do anything special for me. I do feel like maybe the quality could be better and maybe the performance could even be better. Again, I don't want to beat up on this brand. They are a new brand. They do want the word out, and they are an upstart company. They just started, and they were generous enough to send this to me. But I am going to be honest. I really wouldn't suggest, actually getting this and buying this unless you look at the notes, you go to the website, you want to support an upcoming perfumer, and it really for some reason sticks out to you. You have to like lighter, easier to wear, inoffensive fragrances, and you have to enjoy things that are lighter on the skin. Again, I'm a guy who tends to prefer the heavier scents, the bold scents, the rich and dense, and even the gourmand fragrances. So maybe I'm the wrong kind of guy for this type of fragrance. It could just be me as a fragrance reviewer. But again, guys, I wouldn't suggest this one. I actually prefer the other one from the brand, the 20810, the other one, a lot better than this one. But overall, it's all right. Anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed my review today. I hope that y'all enjoyed that I do have my integrity, even though I got something for free. I was able to have my integrity and give this one quite a not so positive review. If you actually like the sound of this fragrance, and I actually want to get this out to more people to test it, I will be putting this into a giveaway. Once I get to 3,000 here on YouTube or 4,000 followers on Instagram, I'm very big on Instagram. I'm very active there, and things are actually going pretty well for me. So check me out there. Link to my Instagram is in my description below. I'll be giving this away in a giveaway bundle. So I hope that you're doing well. Look forward to that giveaway, and I wish all the very best, everybody. Stay safe, stay well. I'm giving back to y'all. I'm giving y'all these fragrances. So wear what you love and rock what you got. Y'all know the good old saying, if you want to help me out, y'all know, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the video, and tell a friend. I'll see you next time, everybody. Stay safe, stay well, wear what you love, rock what you got, and I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Bye.